Hello, hello. I'm Noah from Nowhere, and I'm back on Fallout 76. New spring challenges have come out today. I'll do my normal things in the beginning, like, subscribe, and leave me a comment, good or bad. Don't be shy to say anything in chat. Osias, hello. I just sat down, and I am here, and I see your comment. And I am looking at my phone for a moment. Making sure everything looks right on the stream. You know, the one time I didn't do it, everything went bad. It's always very important. Very, very important. Always check to make sure everything's showing up like it should. I also gotta plug my phone in. It's at like 5%. I'm not sure if any of you guys have seasonal allergies, but it's terrible for me. My head's pounding. Wait, at every top of every hour, travel to a point pleasant and help the enlightened summon the wise Mothman. There's more Mothman stuff? Oh, that's cool. New Atom Shop stuff, Mr. Fuzzy Balloon Station. Maybe if it gave stats. But I don't have any atoms, so I couldn't get anything if I wanted to. I gotta wait for my... Oh yeah, this was free. I got this earlier. Let's Nuke emote. Play the game. Oh my gosh. I haven't been on the stream for the past 2 days because Sunday was Mother's Day. And Monday was me being super duper sick. Also, I had to plan more content because my current thing that I'm recording, I just finished up recording today, so now I gotta find a new game to record. And I want to do open world again. Open world games are a pain to record because there's a lot of editing. And a lot of also off-screen grinding. I don't know about you, but I like when I watch someone play an open world game to watch them play the game versus them kill like minions over and over again for like 3 hours. That's just me. I could be the weird one here. Why is this one red? Why are they all glowing? Is it because of the Mothman event? Probably Google it or just look it up in general. Do that. I do gotta rank up some more in the battle pass too. How do I'm trying to open up the map? I keep fat fingering the keys. Travel, yes. Remember, if you come on in, don't be shy. Say hi, say hello. Tell me to go jump off a cliff. Ugh. I also got some roguelike content planned too. This guy using this machine. He's not. I feel like whenever I stream, my thoughts always delay. Like, I always feel like I talk after I do the thing I was thinking about doing. Not sure if you guys ever experienced that. It's like a little lag in your brain. Sell, Mentat. Psycho, Radaway, yup. Sell that. Sell all that Radaway. Sell that. Sell all the super stems. Sell off like 30 stem packs. I don't need that much Radaway. Sell off another 20. I could sell a little bit more. Never even use Radex. I can't even use it anyways because it messes with my mutations. The diluted one's okay. It doesn't shut off my mutations, but the pain. Oh, right. I gotta check out the challenges. The spring event. Alright, so kill some overgrown. Spring clean. Collect plunger. Kill Snallygaster with a cremator. Catch the Kami board game. What's a scrap junk to create ceramic. Scrap junk to create plastic. Those are some easy ones. I'm gonna go do those right now. I'm just waiting for everything to load on in. Load on in. Load on in. Load on in. Scrapped all that crap. I shouldn't say it's crap.
When you die, can I harvest you for bone shards?
Alright. Jump out of my armor and get to make into this scrap. Like that. Oh. Alright, so bulk ceramic. How much of it do I need to... Alright, let's see if this works. Alright. Check the challenge. Yeah, that seems like it works. Alright, so it's ceramic and plastic. Craft. Can I make bulk plastic? I can. And bulk ceramic. Scrap. Scrap. Let me check my food. I probably have a ton of stuff for food that's weighing me down right now. I don't know where I keep on getting all this dog food. Chug a bunch of Nuka Cherry. Alright, armor, union, place. And I collected it by accident. Fine, it's whatever. This wall seems really naked. I want to put something on that at some point. Alright, so that's the vendor. I need to kill Snallagasters. I know there's one at Big Fred's Fried Food or whatever. The ammo dump. Can't find it. I think it's
Greetings, friend.
Hunter Shack. No, no. No. I just gotta remember where it was. Treetop, Thunder Mountain.
You walk, but not under his wings. Let me assist you with that.
Come on, where is it? There we go, Big Fred's Barbecue Shack. Knew I'd find it. It just took me a little longer. Oh, I'm dying. I'm not dying. I'm just really tired. Really, really tired. This is not the location I was thinking of. Let me get up on this roof so none of these random animals come and bite me. None of those random animals around here. Slight Alpha. There we go. Toxicalaria's Meet and Go. It's one of the two. I always get those two confused. Toxicalaria's Meet and Go. Oh. I'm logging in now to come find you. Sweet. I'm just doing my challenges. Ooh, there's a test your metal. Fuel, glowing blood. I'll take the waste acid. So, if it's a test your metal, I got a little bit more time. What other challenges can I do? I can't go for the overgrown. That's in Atlantic City. Collect toilet paper. Where would toilet paper even be? Collect a plunger. And then there's catch a Kami board game with the Pip-Boy equipped. Oh. All right. Fractual Bananas. That's a nice name. I'll check White Spring. I feel like White Spring might have toilet paper somewhere. It's the only place that looks pre-war enough to have toilet paper. God. Toilet paper is one of those things, so it's like if the zombie apocalypse happened, it's gonna be the thing I miss the most. Just the toilets. Having to crap in the woods because of zombies. Oh my god. Absolutely terrible. Can't imagine. Here, let me get on my power armor. Come on. Out. I may have to walk away and get some caffeine because I'm dying. I'm absolutely like, honestly, I could lay down on the floor right now and fall asleep. That's how tired I feel.
Please refrain from.
You know what I need? I need that washer and dryer set. Oh. Not in here. Where can I find toilet paper? It's never like a thing I really ever thought about before. In 76 was finding toilet paper.
Sir.
Like never ever. Never ever ever. Ooh. I'm sorry, I'm just on my other monitor right now, just adjusting some stuff. Sias has joined the team. There we go. We got a familiar face there.
This wanton robot trying to give me a haircut. Running off. It's a shame. I can't get them back by myself. Good evening, sir.
Have you seen those workstations? These Rustitos know a thing or two about our house, our rules.
Let me get my power back on.
One of these days, I'm gonna send a Mr. Killmaster out there with nothing but wrenches.
We might be the gladiators of steel.
I need to also pick up a new fusion core at my camp whenever I can.
One day, everyone in the wasteland will know my name.
What those Rust Eagles don't understand is that we're not just a team. We're brethren.
Oh no, wait. Come on. Tap back in. There we go.
Hey, it's good to see the gladiator. My teammates are. I'll be in contact with. I don't suppose you want to.
Another slugfest between man and machine in the Metal
Ooh.
Dome. I'm Buzzsaw, your master of ceremonies for this robot
Alright, definitely after this event, I'm getting caffeinated. I'm getting so caffeinated. I'm gonna get so caffeinated, I'm gonna be urinating coffee. Where? I don't know why I'm thinking where. Easiest 300 caps ever made, killing that little Eyebot. So easy. Short work. Oh my gosh, I'm dying.
Lucky that was the war puppet. This time, you're facing Beatrice the Wrench's jet machines.
Blast you. I'm just eating fireballs. Eating, yachting, tossing, and throwing. Here's someone with a railway rifle.
Don't let your guard down. The next round will be the toughest.
Do I have the new emote equipped? I do not. Got 150 caps from something. I think it was the event, or someone just bought something. I'm not sure which one it was.
You've survived 2 rounds, but your luck ends here. Grimbot will make short work of you.
When are these robots gonna pop out? Taking forever. Yeah, he got erased immediately. Oh, thank God, that one had a little fusion core in it. Needed one. Now I don't have to go back to my camp for a fusion core. I like that 76 gives you a ton of ways to get fusion cores.
One of these days, I'm gonna send him
Alright, I gotta go get a caffeinated drink. I will be right back once I get caffeinated. I'm gonna go to my camp. I'm gonna just leave my dude doing something. I don't know what he'll be doing. Maybe he'll be playing darts. Maybe he'll be on the speed bag. I'm not sure which one I want him on yet. Do want him on something, though. I always like to leave my guy on something whenever I walk away for a minute or two. This loading screen's taking a minute, too. Exit the power armor. Oh yeah, no. Not that. I may have to rethink the dartboard. We'll have him lifting weights. Alright, I'll be back in a minute or two.
When I look at you, I see darkness. Would you like me to light up your way?
Alright, I'm back. Ugh. I feel a lot better now that I actually have some caffeine. I have some energy now. Oh man. I was honestly like 2 seconds away from... Holy crap, the Mothman Equinox? Alright, so I guess the Mothman Equinox is kind of back. Cool. No, that's not actually kind of cool. That's freaking awesome. I want to get some more Mothman swag. Everyone loves Mothman swag. You know, you get some Mothman clothes, get some Mothman things. More Mothman. Everyone loves Mothman. I mean, like, he's just an icon. Go here, open that. I need to recycle some crap before I go to the Mothman event. Alright. Exchange. Scrap. Scripper scrap. Mothman Equinox. Gotta plug in my phone again. Why is this Discord channel blowing up all of a sudden? Freaking annoying. I gotta thin out my Discord channels. I got like a kajillion of them, and I just gotta start closing them. Start leaving servers. Jump up. Up. Come on.
The time for the equinox.
Alright, 30 seconds left. I'm gonna hit it. I like to hit it at 30 seconds. It gives you a nice little... It gives you a bit of time in case the game starts to spaz out.
To contain our light. Destroy their vines encircling each pyre before we proceed. Each pyre is attended by a wise one's observer. Only when the vines have been destroyed will the
Hey, what's up?
observers instruct you on
Boy
your
this
next
good.
task.
Welcome.
Hurry now, children. His patience does not run as deep as his wisdom.
I'm doing the Mothman Equinox. Okay, I got to destroy the vines containing each of the pyres. Why aren't these stupid vines breaking?
watching.
Freaking rad stags.
Infernal totems.
Well, that was a little unnecessary.
They must be
You need to grab the blood, dump it in the trough.
blasted totems. See? I told them.
Another rad stag, a little bit more rad blood. Doing some cult shit. One of the weird cultists. Actually, I need to open my phone again. Keep messing up. I keep messing up. I mean, like, it's not as bad as that one time where I did the entire live. Not entire live. For 15 to 20 minutes, the live was just on the please wait screen while the live was happening, while I was playing. That was a really bad live. Oh, that was so bad. Grab those 2 bags. Only need 1 more bag.
The ritual site had been prepared. The summoning shall commence once each of the pyres has been lit. Go, ignite the
Like that one.
I release the dust of our wise one into the air. Yes, our site is prepared for what comes next. Ah, yes. The flames of our pyres ignite the moth dust. It offers enlightenment, however brief it may be. Breathe, children. Breathe. See the world.
If anyone else who joins, don't be shy. Say anything you want in chat. Let me know you exist. If not, if you're just hanging out, doing homework, vibing on the couch, or just doing whatever, don't feel obligated to type either. It just feels kind of weird sometimes when I'm doing a live and I'm just sitting here talking to myself for an hour. But that's okay. That's what I do. I aim to entertain.
You must protect our sacred lights, the pyres, from those wretched fiends. Without the fire's glow, our guests may refuse our invitation.
These guys have auto axes on them? No, fire axe. I thought one of them had an auto axe. That would have been really concerning if one of them had an auto axe. They never had events like this when I last played. They're time limited events. This one snuck up. I didn't even know this one was happening. Mothman Equinox happened last month, but they brought it back for the week for whatever reason. Unless you played a really long time ago and you never got like the Moonshine Jamboree or Eviction Notice. They really did step up their event game overall over the years. Gotta keep grabbing loot. Fend off the next wave. I really like playing in third person. I don't know why. But being in first person is pretty cool too. I feel like I spent most of my time though playing this game playing in first, so there's just a part of me that wants to play in third. Also, I like to look at my power armor because I put all this cool stuff on my power armor and I kind of want to look at it too. You know, it's like, you ever play one of those FPSs and there's skins in the game, but the game's in first person, so you never get to see your skin? Like, skins in Warzone, that doesn't make sense to me because you can't even see the skin. It might as well, like, not even exist to you. I mean, like, everyone else can see it. I'm used to seeing Fallout games in third person. It's really weird at first. But most of them do. New Vegas has it. Fallout 3 I'm pretty sure has it. I'm not sure about Fallout 3. I haven't played too much of Fallout 3. Fallout 4's got it. I like to swap between the two though. Some weird like that. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Games that stick you in first person and you don't get to look at your skin that you're wearing or like your cosmetics. Like if you only get to see them in the lobby, I don't think there's any point in having them. To me, it just doesn't make sense.
Holy Mothman, grant me strength.
Flash you. Incinerate you. I really love the cremator. Oh shoot, it's Mothman. Alright, where'd he go?
Do you feel it?
He hits so freaking hard.
Draws near. He awaits our signal.
I think he died.
Quickly, children. Return to me upon the music.
I think the burn damage should have taken him out, at least. Hopefully.
Find him to us, to show him our love and our gratitude. Dance, sing, shout, expel bile from your gut. Show emotion.
You hear us, wise one?
Oh, I get to pray to Mothman!
Come unto us. That expansion you feel in your mind, that growing sense of wisdom and foresight.
Everyone's doing the Mothman dance. Oh!
Wise Mothman,
It's the Illuminate one.
our invitation. We
There should be like, I'm surprised they don't have like a kajillion lamps up here. I feel like Mothman would be the type of guy that just wants like an entire lamp post,
upon you. Vast
taking all the light bulbs
infinite
out of
wisdom.
all the street lights, and just hoarding them in his little weird Mothman nest. You know, it's really weird how he stands. It's like he has all his legs in front of him, and then he just kind of rests on his butt in the back. Alright, there we go. Interact with him and get the wise Mothman blessing. So cool. I mean, like, that dance is fire. Yeah, there's only 2 dances. I wish 76 had more dances. Got a new blueprint. Plan the honeycomb paper blue Mothman. I guess I can go to my camp and check that out. I'm overweight by 1 pound. 1 singular pound. I'll just drink some Nuka-Cola, lighten it. Never mind, I lost more carry weight suddenly. That is unfortunate. The Holy Mothman Ritual. Yes. I love the Mothman Ritual stuff so much. It's just so much fun every time it comes around. It's also a nice thing to do because it happens every hour. So you're never not like bored. If you're like just like on 76 and you're just like hanging out and you're just like walking around in circles, jumping around in circles, and you're like, what am I gonna do? You don't have to be too worried because every hour they're gonna drop an event. And then there's events between the hours too. My favorite event's Meat Week though, like Mothman. It's really close between Meat Week and Mothman. The only reason it's Meat Week is because Meat Week just gives you script as a currency so you can re-roll a bunch of legendaries. Like armor and weapons, and then it happens every 30 minutes, so you always have something to do. Like you're just going every time Meat Week pops up. Every time Meat Week comes, I always have to craft an obscene amount of bullets because I won't have time to craft bullets because I'm going to be killing. I'm gonna be in Meat Week, absolutely grilling and barbecuing every living creature on the map. I like the alien event more. See, the alien event's fun. But honestly, it's all preference. I think all the events are absolutely amazing. Exit. I wanted to scrap. 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 I don't know why I got on my power armor to scrap, but I did. I like during the alien event, if you're doing it, if you look up, you can see the UFO overhead. It's like a little detail, but I really like it. I love when games pay attention to those little details. It really makes it for me. Collect the waste acid. I don't think I have any crafting I need to do, so I can just jump back on in my power armor. Get some more caffeine in my system. I never had a time to look at the details of any because people were shooting a bunch of explosive weapons. Yeah, that's normally the case. I mean, like, I'm guilty of it too. All my weapons are explosive just because they're just really nice for tagging enemies. And explosions are just cool. They kick ass. Store all the rounds I'm not using. That's starting to weigh a lot. Put away 2,000 of those. Highly recommend explosive weapons. I mean, like, the only weapons I think are not okay to bring were, like, the legacy weapons. The legacy weapons sucked when they were in the game, because anyone who brought those to an event, it just ruined it. Those weapons were so ammo efficient that no matter what you did, there would be nothing for you. Oh, there it is. It's the little honeycomb. Alright, so it's a little ceiling decoration. I missed out on these because I didn't play the Mothman event that much. I'm gonna hang them in my little Mothman room. Oh, alright. Rip Daring suitcase, Rip Daring poster. What's the blueprint tab? It doesn't matter. I also enjoy the Alien seasons. What's it called? The Flatwoods Monster spawns. I love seeing the Flatwoods Monster. You have a Mothman room? Yeah, of course I have a Mothman room. My camp ally is a Mothman cultist. So obviously he needs a little Mothman room to live in. What did I need to do? Definitely probably charge a fusion core and take out a fresh one. Oh right, I have to do the spring event challenges. So I have to collect toilet paper, I have to run to Atlantic City and kill a drown. Atlantic City, Flooded City, travel to District. But yeah, my Mothman room's just filled with a bunch of like Mothman cultist swag. I put some lamps in there too because moths like lamps. No campfires though. Campfires are deadly to moths. I'm not sure if you ever like had a fire outside late at night, but if you have a fire outside super late at night, sometimes at the right time, there'll be moths flying around the fire because you know moths do moths like light a lot, and fires are bright. And sometimes when you're having a fire, you'll see this big old moth flying around, and you're like, look at the moth. And then it just dive bombs straight into the fire and burns alive. It's tragic, honestly. But at the same time, you giggle a little bit because you're like, dumbass moth just flew straight into the fire. Like, you'd watch it, like, fly around for, like, a good while, too. And you could try and save it. You can try and, like, swat it away, but it's always just gonna sneak up on it and jump on it and kill itself. But I feel like a living creature, like a bug, would know enough to be like, oh, that's hot. I shouldn't go in there. You know, like, you can feel the heat coming off. I haven't really thought about it that much. Kill these overgrounds. One of the challenges is kill 10 of these dudes with the cremator. Overgrown pollinator. Take more of that. Like a moth to the flame or something like that. Exactly. Exactly it. Like a moth to the flame. How many more of these do I gotta kill? Events. I gotta kill one more overgrown. Hopefully I can find one more. Yep, that did it. Gotta kill the last of these losers and then fast travel out of here because screw Atlantic City. I don't even know how to even do the missions here. And I'm not planning on learning how to do the missions here today. Maybe sometimes in the future, some future stream. But not today. Absolutely not today. Fast travel to... Let's do load bearing. I could incinerate some mole miners. Can't fast travel while taking damage? Alright. I just clicked on the first location I saw. I have no idea where I'm traveling to. I just wanted out of Atlantic City. What do you play on? I play on PC. I used to play on Xbox when the game first came out, but the game flopped. I didn't get very far. And then years later, I got a computer, and I'm like, I should get back into it. And a friend got me into it, and I love 76 when it was on Xbox, but everyone hated it because when it came out, there was nothing to do. And now I just play... I don't say religiously, but I always come back to 76 every other month. Sometimes I take a few months off. I think the longest I haven't played 76 was like when I missed out on the Hollywood season. But I'm getting off topic. I play on the computer, on Steam. So if you also have it on PC, like, come on, join me. Jump on in game. Don't be shy. What time am I in the stream? About an hour. Alright, I'm gonna do my little spiel real quick. If you enjoyed the stream up to this point, like, subscribe, and leave a comment, good or bad. I respond to all of them. Even the bad ones. I even find the bad ones funny sometimes. I haven't gotten any bad comments yet, but, you know, I can hope that someone will be triggered at me just being me on the internet for whatever reason. I will eventually. But that's my normal thing. That's my little plug. Alright. Part of me hates doing that. Whenever I watch a video and it's like in the middle of it, it's like, yeah, like and subscribe. It's like, I just want to watch the video. Do it at the end or like something. Don't just ambush me. But because streams are longer, I do it reluctantly. Ugh. Probably open this soon. How could you like the Mothman? Wait, how could you like the Mothman so dumb? I'm being sarcastic. Good, I'm able to say it. Like, the Mothman's awesome. The actual cryptid too, not just like 76. I really like cryptids and stuff. You know, spookies, horror stuff. I'm really into horror movies. You know what I don't like at first? I'm like demons, possession, and those like haunted house horror movies. I'm like, those are so cool. And then it reached a point to where they made nothing but those horror movies for like 7 years. And I'm like, I can't watch another freaking demon possession. Not demon possession's cool. Another spooky ghost, can't fight it. People die at the end. I hate those movies because it's like a bunch of actors in a house and it's like, oh, what was that noise? And it's like a piece of like fishing line pulling a mug off the counter and they freak out. And I'm like, oh, this sucks. Cryptids in Fallout 76 is cool too. Oh yeah, they do them justice in 76. The Jersey Devil, the Flatwoods Monster, like those are actual cryptids. Like they didn't just make them up for the game. I think the one they did make up though was the Grafton Monster. I think that's the only cryptid they did make up. My favorite cryptid out of like everything are the Wendigos. I think Wendigos are so cool. I just think there's something cool about some deer-like humanoid creature in the woods that imitate human voices and then just hauls them off to be eaten. Like, something about that's terrifying. It's like the right blend of, like, supernatural, but, like, you could kind of fight it if you wanted to. Because I don't like horror movie creatures that are, like, invincible or unbeatable. Like, when you're watching, like, the Exorcist movies, and it's, like, an eldritch demon that can never be killed or stopped or sealed. And it's like, what do you do then? You just learned that you just found an unstoppable force. It's like, it's just stupid. Like, I'm fine with, like, I don't think I have enough strength to fight that thing. I don't even have a gun either. Yeah, but that's why I like the Wendigo. Like, they're superhuman. They're jumping tree top to tree top, and they're just lifting up grown men like rag dolls. But, you know, they got, like, weaknesses. They got things you can exploit. I've seen that in the Pope Exorcist. Yeah, I was meaning to watch that movie. But, yeah, I hate those frickin'... Ugh. I don't like it when there's, like, no hope. Like, Wendigo would be tough. Like, a big blob monster would be tough to fight if you don't have a gun. Like, vampires and werewolves, those are tough fights. But, like... it's doable. Like, there's something tangible you can actually, like, get at. Like, supernatural ghosts, they're tough, but, like, I like when they have to, like, do the whole investigations to find their true name or, like, this certain ritual or so on and so forth. What's a spring event? Oh, so the spring event is this right here. They put out some challenges and they give us free stuff. So there's like the Rip Daring bin. I mean, like, that's stupid, but what we really want is to complete 6 of the challenges and then get the washer dryer set, and it's just a washer and dryer for your camp. It's not anything special, but it's very nice if you're trying to make a camp that looks like an actual house. You know, and it's a nice, what's it called? It makes for a nice environment, ambiance, whatever you want. The human is enough to defeat most things, yeah. I really do like horror movies like that, though. Or, like, I like the Saw ones. I mean, like, some people don't like them because they're really gory. And that, you know, if you can't handle gore, that's okay. But it's like... what's it called? It has an out. Like, some of the stuff in Saw seems impossible to do. Like, ripping off limbs and such. But... the games aren't impossible. And that's what I like about... those are my favorite horror movies. It's like, the odds are stacked against the survivors, but it's not impossible. Like, my favorites, I think, are Scream. It's just a dude in a suit. New thumbnails. Yeah, I should honestly be calling this something about horror movies, because I'm just feel like I'm just talking about horror movies now. But a little while ago, I was dying. I didn't have any caffeine in my system. I mean, like, it's not like I need caffeine. I've just been having a super bad allergy season. And I've just been dying. Just, like, tears and snot and just drool constantly. Constant headaches. Coughing fits. I feel like I'm dying. Dying would actually be better, because at least if you're dying, you know it's ending. Yeah, a lot of people will be like, oh man, I'm dying. And so they're in the hospital bed. But you know what? Silver lining of being in a hospital bed is that you won't be there forever. Yeah, you can punch Scream. I love Scream because of that. Like, you can throw hands with Scream. 100%. You can throw hands with Michael Myers, but Michael Myers was probably going to pick you up and pin you to a wall. Or put you through the wall. Along with Jason, but like... and then... Freddy Krueger, he's a little dream demon, but you know, there's loopholes. You know what the best horror show is? What is it? Oh, I honestly want to know. Don't say Ghost Adventures. My dad watches that like non-stop. I can't stand it. They literally farm views off dumb people. I shouldn't say dumb people. They farm views off people who think walking in a room with electromagnetic readings is cool. The Skibidi Toy. Oh my god. Yeah, honestly, that's the true Eldritch horror. It literally rots people's brains. Like, it's... what it's doing to people's minds is honestly scary. I've never seen it. I never want to see it. It's terrifying. I don't want my brain melted. I like being able to count without using my fingers. Saying that just reminded me of, like, I like well-crafted insults. Because I feel like a well-crafted insult is so much more effective than just, like, screaming a bunch of profanities. And I'm not one to really be screaming profanities 24/7. You know, I barely escaped the brain rot. Thank God you escaped the brain rot. But I just feel like, what's it called, with insults, if you just walk up to somebody and you just like, hey, you look like someone that has to count with their fingers. I just think that's so much more like, I shouldn't say effective, but well crafted. Alright, I gotta get out of here before the mine collapse.
Warning. Shaft collapse imminent. All personnel must evacuate immediately.
Mineral collection complete. Issuing claim.
6-second attention span. Yeah, I feel like Skibidi Toilet would just shrink your attention span to, like, oblivion. You know what's crazy? I actually looked it up because I was just curious, because people would always be like, you have the attention span of a goldfish. But with TikTok and all this crap, like, this isn't me, like, just saying this, like, you can look this up, like, the average attention span for a human being now is 8 seconds. And the average attention span of a goldfish is 9. So the average attention span of a human being is shorter than a goldfish now. It used to be longer. It used to be like 13 seconds. It used to be in the teens. I can tell you that. But now, attention spans, they're shot. Like, a single human being can't focus for crap. 8 seconds? Yeah, look it up. Like, actual, like, college studies. I like looking stuff up. It's one of my favorite things to do when I'm bored. I mean, like, we have the infinite power of the internet, you know? I like to look up stuff like that. Some interesting facts. Be a little bit smarter, a little educated. But 100%, like, if I'm also wrong when I'm looking stuff up, like, come fact check me. Because if I'm wrong, I want to know I'm wrong. And I'll be the first to apologize, too. I'll be down on my hands and knees apologizing if I'm wrong. The human race is cooked. Yeah, it is cooked. And it's like, everyone's attention spans are so bad, is that they're like, at least the people around me, or like, when my friends talk to, there was like a lot of people, and they're like, yeah, I got diagnosed with ADHD. And it's like stuff like that, and I'm just like, you can't just like, come out and be like, I have a brain disorder like ADHD, just because your attention span's 8 seconds. Because you spend 8 hours on TikTok a day. It's just like one of those things where it's like, you shouldn't be talking about like stuff like that in like normal conversations. I mean, like, I'm just having a normal conversation, but like, I actually have it. So I get the pass, you know? I get to talk about it, you know? If black people get their own special word, if you're retarded, you get to talk about it. I just realized people don't like it when you say retarded anymore. It's really strange. But anyways, that's less about me and my array of whatevers. What's your opinion on 9-year-olds? Why would I care about 9-year-olds? Unless they're watching Skibidi Toilet, in which if they are, they should be sent to a facility to fix them. They need professional help. But beyond that, like, the 9-year-olds, they can do whatever. You know, they can go off and be a little cringy. I'm like, what do I need to do? I feel like I'm walking around in circles. I'm just talking. I need to scrap this crap. I'm probably overweight on some stuff. I probably have a bunch of mole miner meat on me, too. The rusty pick. Give me the chems. I'm not gonna fuel your drug addiction. Drugs are bad. Don't do drugs. What's your opinion on Goku? Goku solos until he doesn't. Gosh, let me in the vending machine. Weapons. Don't be disrespecting my mole miners. No drugs, chems. What's the difference between chems and drugs? They're mind-altering substances, alright? They're both drugs. Alright, so I got my legendary scrap converted into stuff. I don't think I'm going to re-roll today. I like to save it up sometimes. Do all the rerolls at once. Drugs are real, lol. Drugs are real. Don't do drugs. Chems only exist IG. In game? No. No, who's feeding you these lies? They only call them chems because they couldn't get away with calling drugs, alright? They couldn't watch someone in Fallout do lines of nose candy off another human being. Drugs keep the American economy alive. 100% they do sometimes. I'm pretty sure there was a stretch of time to where they literally did. For like half a decade. Do chems for sure. Make a junkies build. There's literally a perk that lets you just generate drugs out of thin air like you're Jesus. Making wine. Like you're not gonna see someone just popping buffs. Honestly, Fallout be teaching some messed up morals. In 76, never touched a chem. Maybe like once or twice. But I feel like whenever I play like actual Fallout games, like New Vegas, 3, 4, I'm popping them non-stop. Those chems sucks. No, buff out's good. Mentats are pretty good. Actually, the only one I do take in this game is Mentats. They give you that intelligent buff. So good for when you're grinding. Let me swap this around. Boop. Come on. There we go. Alright, so with the dart machine on this side, I can actually use it. I had a psycho addiction in Fallout 76. Oh no. Turning water into wine. Axe turning. Psycho addiction. Honestly, addiction in 76 is so freaking annoying because if you don't have a Addictol, you're just addicted. You're just stuck like that. Not even berry mentats? Oh, I like berry mentats. I feel like I'm slowing down to here a little bit. You know what I need? I need a little bit more caffeine. The only legalized drug. Actually, no, I take that back. There's also caffeine in weed now. Did I say caffeine? I meant alcohol. Caffeine, alcohol, and weed. I turn wine into pee, IRL. Alright, that's... You may be Jesus. Really fucked up Jesus, but you may be Jesus. Do you ever feel like you hear a voice from the great beyond? Maybe from the sky? Telling you to do great good deeds? Great deeds of many goods. Yes, because that is English. You should inject oil into your character's cake. No. That would ruin my cake that I have on the counter. And no other kind of cake. You know what I need? I need to make some grenades. What is this? Oh my gosh, I thought someone just made like a really like messed up character, like deformed. Like they got stuck in the power armor glitch that made them look super deformed. Frag grenades weigh a lot. Frag mines weigh a lot too. Drop. I am not occasionally, when I'm turning wine into pee, do sigh with relief, sweet Jesus. Alright. Alright, you may not be Jesus, because if you don't have schizophrenic visions of God, then you're not him, unfortunately. You're not checking all the boxes to be the second coming. Oh, craft throwable weapons. That was a thing I had to do this week. I literally just walked on water. I'm superior. Alright, so there's a very fine line between walking on water and walking through a puddle. Wait, do I still have my Mothman buff? Yeah, I do. 15 minutes of Mothman! Not 15, I have like 20 minutes, I think. Jesus walks on water in Run on Water. I just realized everyone in Naruto walks on water. Are they all Jesus? Are they all just reskinned Japanese Jesus in their worlds? I mean, like, think about it. Like, a normal person in Naruto can't walk on water. I'm getting a little weird with this. There is no end game to this conversation I just began about Naruto and walking on water. It is literally just gibberish. There are times when I'm talking with my friends. Orochimaru is Jesus. 445. Yep. He does come back to life multiple times. Actually, I think you're actually cooking with something there. Don't compare garbage anime to Jesus. No, I'm talking about original Naruto, when it was good, when nobody liked Naruto. Not Naruto shit poop or the frickin' Baruto, the child that should have been aborted. Talking about good Naruto, when everybody hated him, and they all just wanted him to disappear. And that one adult that was supposed to be watching him, didn't watch him. But I want to circle back to this Orochimaru. Orochimaru is Jesus. It's insulting to garbage anime, lol. No, I don't like anime in general. No offense to people who do. You know what? If you don't like anime, that's perfectly okay. You know, you're entitled to the things you like, you know? Some people don't like superhero movies, and it's like, everyone, like, absolutely drools over Marvel movies. But if, like, one of my friends were like, hey, I don't like Marvel. And I'm like, you know what? That's okay. You're entitled. Like, you're not entitled, but it's like, it's okay if you don't like something that everybody else does. It doesn't make it bad. Now, if you're telling me anime is bad, I'm like, that's not true. That's just your opinion. But if you're telling me you don't like it, I'm like, all right, that's like, there's a lot of popular games I don't like. Like when the Assassin's Creeds were like coming out, Marvel fell off hard, yeah. Like there's a bunch of games I don't really like Assassin's Creed games, like everyone like absolutely drools over those. I don't like them at all. There's a few other titles too that were like super popular and I like played them and I'm like, this sucks. I don't like it. But I'm looping back to the Marvel now. Marvel 120% fell off. I don't want to blame it on Stan Lee dying, but 120% if Stan Lee was alive, some of this stuff that would be happening in Marvel would not be happening. I hate when Marvel tries to be super duper woke. Now, don't get me wrong. I like advocating for like minorities and all that good stuff. and like equal stuff, but I don't like when it's crammed down my throat super duper hard. And that's all I have to say about that. John's ability would be so broke IRL for real. Who's John? I can't remember. Which one's John again? There's so many frickin' Johns in... what's it called? I shouldn't say Marvel. An ordinary John. Oh yeah. No, it wouldn't. He literally just has a copy ability. If he came IRL and nobody else had any abilities, no one would have any abilities. But what's it called? You know who I hate the most in Marvel? Like, they did this character so freaking bad. And I have this rant every time I go to the movies with my friend. And he's like, I gotta listen to you say it again. And I'm like, yeah, that's right, it's coming. And it's the Crimson Witch. I hate that character so much. Don't get me wrong, the actor's good. She-Hulk? She-Hulk also kind of sucks too. I don't like She-Hulk. I like the character She-Hulk. I tried watching the series. I wasn't a too big fan of the series. But the Crimson Witch, I absolutely hate so much. Like, they wrote her off on being a mutant on her origins, which is okay, I guess. You know, I'm open to interpretation and reimaginings. Like, I like the Venom reimagining without Spider-Man even being in the picture for the Venom movies. But the Crimson Witch stuff, like, I can roll with a different origin. I can roll with her having Quicksilver as her brother. You know, Magneto's a love child. But just the way she just, like, absolutely blows everybody off in Endgame. In Infinity War, absolutely just, like, blows my mind. Like, half of all of life in the universe is on the line, and the only thing you can think about is being with your Robo Boy toy. Like, nothing else matters in the world to you. And I'm like, that's freaking stupid. And then the new Doctor Strange comes out, and she's like, she wants her other dimensional children that aren't her children. And she's like, I just want my kids. And it's just like, that's the entire movie. It was a perfectly awesome Doctor Strange movie we could have had that got ruined by a shitty villain. That movie was so good, except for all the parts that she was involved in. I'd rather watch Marvel movies than Marvel shows. Marvel movies are good. You know what the best Marvel shows were? The older ones, when they had like Spider-Man cartoons, X-Men cartoons, like when they were cartoons. That's when the Marvel shows were peak, when they were cartoons. Marvel should just make Goku an Avenger. That would go crazy. What is up with you and your obsession with putting Goku in every source of media you encounter? I'm literally gonna have to, in my next game I play, literally mod Goku in just to appease you. Just so when I play the game and you come, there is a Goku. I also gotta check out the other challenges they changed for this week. I never checked the other weekly challenges. I've just kind of been running around. Next, we're gonna put Goku in carrots. Honestly, I'm at a loss for words. Putting Goku in carrots. I mean, like, his name's based off carrot, and he dresses like a carrot in all orange. I gotta scrap all this crap I have on me. School Those should be replaced with Goku fan clubs. You know, I feel like you guys are gonna hate me for this, but like, Dragon Ball Super, I think is stupid. Don't get me wrong, the whole like bring Frieza back and like post Dragon Ball Z story is awesome. But Dragon Ball Super is just one long series of completely unearned power-ups. Eventually someone's gonna have to stop naming every single thing with Goku. Yeah, at some point. But that's never gonna happen. He's in the Macy Day Parade, alright? He's in the Thanksgiving Parade in New York. Like, he's not going anywhere. Like Charlie Brown. Not gonna lie, I don't watch any Dragon Ball. What's it called? Dragon Ball Z is bad fan service. It really is. Wait, what do you mean by fan service? Like weird anime boobs, or like homages and just like being loyal to the fans? I know people, depending on the person, it's different for fan service. But I think Dragon Ball Super is stupid. Like, they give one of the characters that haven't had a power-up, or actually never had a power-up transformation for like 20 plus years, give it to him, and it's super hype. And then they just make up some random new transformation for like Goku's crotch spawn, who literally spent the last like 10 years raising a kid, going to college, and doing a life. 1,000-year-old anime kid, not the only anime thing I know. I'll give the fan base things that don't make sense just to give the fans what they want. Yup. The only thing I know, you want fan service? Is it really the Saiyan way? There's a lot happening in that chat box, and I don't know where to start. 100% fan service was a part of Dragon Ball, like the original Dragon Ball, when it was written to be a funny comic instead of a battle comic. Little fun trivia for you: when Dragon Ball was made, Akira Toriyama was trying to make it funny. And then all his editors were like, yo, you can actually draw people fighting really well. We should lean into that. And fan service is dumb. The beach episodes with the bathing suits, I don't want that at all. Unless you have a rom-com plot going on, I don't want no beach episode, ever. Unless if it's a training episode, then that goes different. That goes hard. I want a good story. Everyone wants a good story. If good stories were good, I mean not good, were easy to make, everyone would do it. But yeah, I don't want some like cliched crap just cluttering up everything in my plot line. Is there any more Mothman swag I want to put on the walls?
Would you like me to light up
I can go on all day about the things I hate about Dragon Ball and the things I love. But I won't go down that rabbit hole of ranting today. I think there's a Mothman one of these. There is, but I have one of those downstairs. Mothman. Which wall do I want to put it on? I want to put it right there. I don't want fan service. I want to go. Oh yeah, I already read that. I lost my train of thought. But I am a firm believer in, if you're watching something or playing something and you're not enjoying it, stop watching or playing it. Like, if I'm playing a game, like, let's say Destiny. I used to play Destiny. Mothman cannot be that good. Mothman is that good. Look at him. He's so cool. You're a side character in some random anime and you get one shot by the main villain and you have two options. One, let him kill you, or go on a 10-year-old bold monk training arc that one shots the main villain. Yeah, that seems pretty accurate. I lost my train of thought again reading that. Damn it. Oh yeah, I'm a firm believer in if you don't enjoy something, stop. Don't bitch about it. Just stop doing it. Like, I don't like Dragon Ball Super, so I stopped watching it. I'll watch something else. If someone wants to try and convince me it's good, even though I know it's not, I'll let them have it. Oh my gosh, I need water. My throat's about to die. Other thing was, games. I used to play Overwatch. I love Overwatch. Then they didn't update the game for like years, and then I stopped playing it, and then Overwatch 2 came out. They made me pay, and I'm like, you know what? I'll give them another chance. You know what they did? They slapped me in the face and told me to go eat a dick. The fattest of dicks. And I'm like, fuck you. I'm just not going to play Overwatch anymore. I hope that game dies. I feel like you don't like some things. Don't do it. Not apply to all situations. Yeah, 100% it doesn't apply to all situations. Some situations you can't get out of. Like, if it's a social thing and all your friends are playing a game, Goku needs to be added to Overwatch. Goku just needs to be added to everything, according to you, apparently. I mean, like, it's not like Goku would ruin the game anymore anyways. But there are some things to it's like, if it's like a social event, like Endgame and Infinity War was, like, that was a whole, like, social phenomena. Where, like, people who'd never seen Marvel before were going to go see these movies. Like, go see those movies. Like, even if you're not into Marvel. Like, give it a try. Get in on it. Or, like, the ending of Game of Thrones. Why don't you get into it? Like, I got onto the Overwatch 2 bandwagon because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try it again. And you know what? I tried it again. It sucked. It was good for a little while. And when I mean good for a little while, I mean, like, people weren't absolutely just attempting to spam the N-word constantly and just be like pieces of shit. And the game wasn't just trying to trick me into paying $20 for a keychain on my gun. I hope Goku gets removed from his own game. And why would you fight me? No, Goku should be in his own game. I could easily solo Goku. I believe it. A lot of people can.
Have been placed throughout the Wise One's home. Their light is a vital catalyst to our ritual. The dim ones have attempted to contain our light.
Like every spooky horror movie ghost could solo Goku. They just haunt him till he died.
Before we proceed, each pyre is attended by a Wise One's observer. Only when the vines have been destroyed will the observers instruct you on your next task. Hurry now, children. His patience.
What's it called, though? Yeah, there's a lot of situations to it's like, if you don't like something, stop playing it. In some situations, it's harder to, like, recognize it's like, this thing sucks, I should stop doing it. You know, it's not as clear-cut. Nah, Goku can steal spirits. See, I knew there was going to be some stupid shit one of you would say as soon as I said Goku would lose to a ghost. And you know what? I don't care, because Goku can't do anything without the Dragon Balls, because every time they fuck up in Dragon Ball, you know what they do? They summon the dragon and they unfuck the situation every time. Death literally has no meaning in Dragon Ball. There is no high stakes in Dragon Ball whatsoever. When you know the afterlife is great, and you can always come back to life, there are no high stakes in Dragon Ball. The ghost ain't surviving the Dragon Balls. It isn't. This is like when people do verses and they say, oh, well, Goku does this to win. Exactly. You gotta find these freaking totems. Where are they? Alright. They're on the roofs. That's exactly what this is, though. This is just like, Goku does this to win. Because that's what people love. They love putting Goku in these weird-ass situations and be like, nah, he'd win. But you know what group of people really go, like, even harder than the group of Goku people? The people who think Naruto characters can kill anything. I don't want to say Naruto fans are stupid as shit, but, like, some of them are, like, coping hard. Like, I saw this one, like, podcast or something. It was, like, a clip, and he was like, oh, yeah, freaking Naruto, like, solos Goku and Superman. And everyone was, like, on the podcast, were like, what are you smoking? You know, it's just, like, this is one of those weird things. Goku slams Superman. If he instant transmission him, yeah, this is the stupid shit I'm talking about right here. Like, this what if information, like, if he does this very specific thing, he could win, you know? Honestly, this stream can just devolve into who would win arguments and just talking about. If you're a big fan of something and you're gonna have a little more favoritism, yeah, you are 100% are, but there's sometimes to where it's like, it's so like blatant to where it's like the facts are right in front of you, to where it's like when you're comparing like an orphan to Superman, it's like, nah, but this is my favorite orphan from my favorite anime and he can like fly a little quick, and it's like, no, you don't understand, like, this is the Man of Steel, he moves planets when the situation demands it. Like, that's how great it is. That's, like, there's some favoritism that's just too great. Goku Battle IQ, go crazy. Yeah, Goku does have some pretty high battle IQ, I will say, like, especially in original Dragon Ball, his battle IQ goes down later on in Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball Z is just, like, who can shoot the bigger World Destroyer shot. In which case, I think a lot of thing is lost in media when the power scale goes up to, like, planet size. So it's like, where do you fight when everything is planet size? Like, the only place you can fight is space, and there's nothing in space. So you just watch two people throw hands in a black void. And that isn't fun to watch. Like, that just sucks. Oh. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, there's favoritism for when you're thinking two fictional characters would fight, and then there's like the facts. The Batman Who Laughed beats Superman easily. I don't even know the plot behind the Batman Who Laughs. Honestly, like, I looked it up and I'm like, it's just stupid or something. I can't remember. I looked it up such a long time ago. Who is the Batman Who Laughed? Was the Batman Who Laughed Joker or Batman? I can't tell if it's Joker who put on a Batman suit or Batman who just psychologically broke. Batman killed the Joker and caught the Joker virus. Alright, so it is Batman. It's not just Joker who managed to kill Batman and then put on the cape and started running around calling himself Batman. It's Batman. Alright, thank you. I couldn't remember. All I remember of the Batman Who Laughs is that I was playing Fortnite one day, with my friends, and they added him as a skin, and I'm like, that's literally the stupidest fucking skin to add to Fortnite. Like, you had all of DC to choose from, and you chose the Batman Who Laughs. Don't get me wrong, the Batman Who Laughs looks kind of cool, but like, for a Fortnite character, you could have done better. 100% than the Batman Who Laughs. Can I lob a fireball over there? I can, but it takes a hot minute to get over there. I really like Batman. Batman is cool as shit. He's rich, he's got all these gadgets, and he killed Superman in a movie. But then he brought him back in a really shittier Justice... Let's talk about how shitty DC movies are. Like, the only good DC movies that exist are the Batman movies and some of the Superman movies. Like, I don't think DC's ever made a movie to where I'm like, that is, like, the best movie ever for that, like, superhero media. Like, obviously, they're not beating Marvel. Marvel perfected the superhero movie formula. The Batman Who Laughs, the final form beat the... Wait. Let me try reading this again. The Batman Who Laughs, final form beats the person who created the DC multiverse. Are you telling me Batman Who Laughs jumped out of the screen and beat the crap out of... Actually, no, wait. Who made the DC multiverse? Man, I really just coasted through this event in Fallout 76. I literally just sat here talking about... I don't know what we even talked about. Just freaking random superhero stuff. I gotta get up there. I gotta see Mothman. He lost to major plot armor. Of course he did.
Allow the wise one to gaze upon you. Bask in his infinite wisdom.
Give me the buff, Mothman. I always feel like everyone in fiction loses to plot armor. You know, there's a lot of really good fantasy books that I would like to see movies of. Mainly because I hate reading, and I'd rather watch them. I'm trying to think of... The only fantasy book I can think of that I want a movie of is Aragon, which is just about a boy who gets a dragon. And they get, like, some type of, like, mind link, and they made a movie about it, and it sucked. Like, they butchered it. I hate plot armor. The Darkest Knight is the strongest version of Batman. Oh, is that when the Green Lantern, the Darkest Knight came, and then he got super amped up? I remember some of that. I'm not, like, super into, like, DC. Like, I'm not, like, the biggest DC, like, know-it-all nerd, but I know a thing or two about a thing or two. But I think you're right. The Darkest Knight is probably the strongest. I can't remember what it was. Nah, he lost to Wonder Woman. Damn. I'm about to say something, and it's probably blasphemy for every DC fan, but I didn't like the Wonder Woman movie. I didn't watch it, but I didn't like it. I didn't like her in, what's it called? The Justice League either. And I think her song is stupid. You know the song that plays every time she comes on screen? I hate it. I hate it so much, it sucks. It's like a bunch of people, it's like her song is like a bunch of people screaming, and it like stops everything that happens in the movie or whatever clip she's in. And it's like, oh man, that looks so cool, that looks so good. I'm like, no, it just immediately pulls me out of whatever immersion I had at that moment in time. Immediately. What's it called? I like The Flash. The Flash TV show was... I feel like Fallout 76 would have been better if they added crossplay. 120% it would have been. But because Bethesda's dumb, they didn't. Or at least a way to move your accounts between Xbox and PC and PlayStation. The strongest version of Superman loses to the Darkest Knight, I think. I would think so, but if it's the Darkest Knight and if it's literally dark, Superman would just eventually lose his powers. Or just be weakened. In which case, but I don't know what was the case or like scenario of the Darkest Knight, you know? I think Batman with any superpower just is overpowered. Like, Batman is already going toe-to-toe with like these crazy people with superpowers as a normal human being with endless money. And he wins. The strongest version isn't even Superman, it's a robot. Oh. I don't know how to respond. Yeah, there's like a Mothman cultist in here. I don't know, I'm just gonna blow them all up. Oh, he didn't die. The legendary high priest. Oh. Not dead now. Lost that.
Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
I'm just gonna start eating these nuke grenades. Oh, the robot is called the Cosmic Armor Superman, of course. I don't like it when characters get like that omnipotent powers unless they start off like that. It just pulls away from so much of like any real world situation or any like thing. Like, there is this thing that I call like the Superman problem personally. And when you're writing a book, Batman might beat Goku with enough prep time. Batman solos anybody with enough prep time. That's the facts, all right? Batman, if he has enough prep time, can kill anything. He could kill God with enough prep time. He'd probably need a few 100,000 years, but you know what? If he had it, he would do it. Let's say, hypothetically, if I kept dropping nukes on your base... you can't drop nukes on my base. I moved it to the safe zone. There's a zone near 76 where you can't drop nukes because they didn't want people making a blast radius around Vault 76, so when new players spawned in without any radiation resistance, they weren't getting instantly killed by radiation poisoning. Ooh, I got an Earl Williams. But, if you dropped a nuke on my base, I just move it. I'd activate one of my other base locations. Lucky. Indeed. I got 4 locations, so like, and they're all like across the map. So like, I have 1 base location that can't be nuked, and I got 3 others that I can just move. Ooh, there's a base down here. I'm gonna check it out. Oh yeah. What I was talking about was like the Superman problem. And like, so if you're like reading a story and the main character's like crazy overpowered, a lot of the time what the writers will do is write a scenario to where that main character can't punch his way through it. Like, whether it be, like, diplomatic or, like, a physical, like, can't get within punching range. Like, in Dragon Ball Z, a lot of the time, Goku is always not around in Dragon Ball Z because Goku wins all his fights. Most of the time. Like, 9 out of 10, he wins. And what they do in Dragon Ball Z a lot of the time, and in Superman comics, is make it so there's a reason why they can't be at the source of the conflict at that time when they're needed. So like Superman, like, let's say someone's like dropping a nuke here or like bombing some like bank or something, and Superman can't come because Superman's in space helping these aliens like move, or like whatever Superman does sometimes. You know, Superman's just too wholesome. But basically, moral of the story is, if you have an OP character in writing and you're like, why is this character never around? He's never around because he'd solve all the problems super quick and there would be no story. You can't have like a story where everything gets solved immediately. You just can't. And if your character solves every... Yeah, Black Frieza one-shotted True Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta at the same time. How am I supposed to feel about that? Well, I'm gonna start off with this one. Black Frieza is stupid. It should never have been made. They missed out on a cajillion opportunities to make and redesign and improve Frieza's design, and they absolutely dropped the ball on that, further cementing to me that Dragon Ball Super is stupid as hell. And also, there is so many unearned power-ups in that series that it doesn't even make sense. Like, they might as well not even have transformations and power-ups anymore. My bad, I'm starting to die. I gotta wait for Earl Williams. Gosh, my throat's dying too. Gotta click here. Alright, so if you want me to talk about Black Frieza for the next 30 minutes, I can talk about Black Frieza and how stupid Black Frieza is. Like, how absolutely mind-numbingly, like, I just hate that so much. The others, a fight deserves some power-ups. Yeah, the other fighters do deserve power-ups, honestly. But Dragon Ball, and I feel like a lot of animes now, are just like a bunch of unearned power-ups, like constantly. Like, some other stuff does this too, to which just like, what's it called? What's your favorite anime though? I'm just gonna have to say it, like, it's definitely One Piece. It may be basic, it may be stupid, but like, first time I saw it when I was a kid, and I saw his arm stretch, and I'm like, that's like Mr. Fantastic, and Mr. Fantastic was my favorite. I liked it. And then when I got older, I'm like, One Piece is just good. It's good. There's no like unearned power-ups in One Piece. There's no like incredible like long ass pulls. I mean, like, they do have ass pulls and like weird scenarios and stuff like that, but it's just something I like. And I laugh and I smile and I cry and I watch the story, and if a story can make you laugh, smile, and cry and make you feel your full range of emotions, that's a good story. It's not that Heavy Incinerator with a different name. Yes, it is that, just the Heavy Incinerator with a different name. That's what Bethesda really did. They really did just put the heavy incinerator in 76 and called it the cremator. Last stream when I was playing 76, I just called it the incinerator the entire time. Or like the heavy flamer, or just some combination of heavy, incinerator, and flamer. But One Piece is my favorite anime, and I enjoy it. There's no... My favorite part of One Piece is that the main character just doesn't have infinite energy. Like, until recently, he didn't have, like, anything, like, super great about him. The most he had was stretchy arms and a can-do attitude, and that was it. There was no, like, special MacGuffin. There was no, like, demon inside of him giving infinite energy. There was no, like, power system to really give him, like, a crazy edge. Like, nothing that would, like, allow him to dominate constantly. But One Piece is my favorite, and I'm gonna move on to the next thing, and I'm gonna talk about Earl Williams, this wonderful man who wants to eat my bones. Oh my gosh. I hate Earl Williams. He is, out of all the bosses, my least favorite to fight. For the mere fact that Luffy was based on Tom and Jerry. Off Tom and Jerry. I don't know why people keep saying that. I will say, like, fun fact, for those Gear 5 episodes, they did outsource some of the animation and got tips from Warner Brothers, the maker of Tom and Jerry, because they do a lot of that work in animation art style, which I thought was really cool. And I think that's just really interesting. Yeah, Gear 5 was. And it's one of those things where, the author had that in his back pocket for 20 years, and he held on to it. And honestly, you gotta commend a man for holding on to a secret that big about such a big series for like 20 years. Gosh, I hate Earl Williams because every time I do this boss fight, I lose like half of my ammo. Every time. I can't wait for the new boss and the new map expansion. I've been waiting for this map expansion for so long, so many years. So many of us who played 76 are just like, we just want more map. And then they gave us expeditions, and I'm not gonna say expeditions were bad, but they weren't what we wanted. They weren't the answer to needing more map. They were a mission in a new area that had nothing else to do except that mission. Come on, die! You can hear someone's railway rifle. My favorite anime is undifferent, but it's peak because it's not as long as every episode is good. My favorite anime is underrated, but it's peak because it's not too long and everything. Which anime is it? Rent a Girlfriend on top. Of course, you were gonna say some ridiculous crap like that. I thought you were gonna say Full Metal Alchemist or something. Because Full Metal Alchemist is just like peak. Just like in general. Like, I know people who hate anime and they see Full Metal Alchemist and they're like, that was absolutely breathtaking. Like, Fullmetal Alchemist is the only anime that I know exists that can turn any hardcore anime hater into being like, that was a pretty alright story. Nothing like it exists. Fullmetal Alchemist is peak. Like, if you exclude Naruto, all those other stories that, like, have, like, thousands of episodes and chapters, Fullmetal Alchemist is short, sweet, and is everything you want in a story. It has the perfect ending, perfect beginning, the perfect villains. And if you finish watching Fullmetal Alchemist and watch it a second time, it's just as enjoyable. If not more so. I found it actually more enjoyable watching it the second time. Because the first episode of Brotherhood has so many different, like, once you know the full plot and the whole picture of the whole scope of the story, the first one is so foreshadowing. It, like, foreshadows so much of what happens in the overall thing. And even me telling you this, you won't even know if you've never seen it. And it's peak. Like, there's no one that I think exists that can say that Fullmetal Alchemist is bad besides personal taste. Like, it's factually not bad. Or factually, it cannot be bad. Gosh, this freaking fear effect. I'm running into barrels and... I'm so happy Earl is almost dead. I can leave this stupid cave. And Earl's just been up my butt this entire fight. But if Goku was the main character, it would be way better, JK. Alright, let me just grab a bunch of crap and then run on out of here before I get crushed to death by the mine shaft collapsing. Oh, I'm overweight. Well, it's okay if I'm overweight. If I just keep walking, I won't be crushed to death and lose all my loot. A minute and a half? I can make it in a minute and a half. A nice, comfortable walk up should do it. Alright, I'm halfway there, and I got a minute left. I'm vibing. I'm doing good. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna live. Hopefully. Look at that. See, I'm already at the exit, more or less, and I got 30 seconds to spare. Might as well grab some loot. 25 caps. There's nothing really over there. Only 25 caps. Look at that. See? A full 30 seconds. Had some time to grab some loot on the way out. Grab some souvenirs. Oh. You know, one DC show I liked until they ruined it was The Flash. I liked The Flash up to the point where they got absolutely ridiculous with the liberties they were taking with the characters and the plot. I know, like, every Flash season is just Flash has to run faster and win, which it is. It's just run, Flash, run faster. But it was like the one thing that annoyed me, it was like you have all this money, but they couldn't like find an actor that looked like the comic book character at all. And in some cases, even like completely changing genders. And I'm like, there's no way you couldn't find a guy that could play that role. In my mind. Like, to me, that's crazy. And I say it out loud, and I'm like, am I like the un-PC on like the bad guy here? But that's just my thoughts, you know. I like my characters in what's it called? To have some semblance to the characters. Ammo box. Scrap box and a scrap box. Shell Tucker might be worse than Mr. Beast. Contestant 42. Shell Tucker should be shot on sight. Also, I don't know why everyone keeps on bringing up this contestant 42 and Mr. Beast. I know he's like in a glass cube, just looking menacing. It's just weird to me. I gotta get in here, dump my crap off. What did I get? Quad oh yeah, there was always one person in Mr. Beast challenge videos who's always a menace. I feel like he does that on purpose, because it gets him more views. I would not be surprised if he's just actively looking for the crazies and absolute human threats constantly. Oh my god. I'm stretching right now in my chair. Alright, time to script my crap. And no wonder I'm so overweight. I got all this crap on me. Oh my gosh. Trade. Weapons. Sell off the grenades that I don't need. A little girl was crying, saying, "I know you're kind enough to not eliminate me," and God, his teammates felt bad and was not gonna eliminate her. Then 42 said, "Now is not the time to develop a heart." Alright, that is... I mean, like, he's in it to win. I mean, like, that's perfectly understandable. Man was on a mission. The 40s Alliance, one of the worst decisions. The edits on him is wild, not gonna lie. I feel like I'm missing out because I haven't seen this Mr. Beast video. Isn't that the video to where he put like people from ages 1 to like 100 in a room and then just had them do stuff? I can't remember what he even had them do. A safe and sound event. Ooh. Safe and sound is an interesting event. Alright, so I gotta figure this out right now. So, yeah. Alright, so it is the age people. Did he finish? I'm pretty sure he's definitely finished recording all of that because it's been forever. Definitely been like a year. Unless he turned it into a full-on show with multiple seasons. He probably could have, too. You know, if you have 100 people Battle Royale style, you can milk that thing for 3 seasons easy. Yes, finally, there's all these fusion cores in here. Every time I come here, I never get any fusion cores. So, what's it called? I think I may be ending this stream soon, just because I need to eat, you know? People need to eat. They need food. You should play Clash Royale. It was just one video. Oh my gosh. The video must have been like 30 minutes long then. Or something. You should play Clash Royale though. I only have Clash of Clans. Also, Clash Royale, I have not heard anyone say like Clash Royale in forever. Like, I feel like you play Clash Royale when you're on the toilet. Like, that's when anyone's ever only played those Clash of Clans games. Or they're like on a public bus or train and they're bored. So right now in my head, I'm trying to think, because I had another game I wanted to stream tonight. A little double up on the streams. Alright, wait, let me get this out first. And I'm just trying to figure out, because I also need to eat too. And drink water. You know, I gotta go be a human being. Take care of myself. So I think I'm going to be ending this stream very shortly. Is there anything else I need to do? No, there's only a safe and sound event. So, 2.5 hours. That's a pretty decent stream. What game does it involve Goku? I could add Goku. If the game's willing for me to jam Goku into it with mods. Everyone loves watching modded content anyways. I prefer watching modded content, and that's what I prefer to provide too, is modded content of a game, if I'm able to. You know, like Minecraft and such. No one ever watches vanilla Minecraft or plays vanilla Minecraft anymore. What is this guy? I don't know. He comes every stream and he asks me about Goku and I roll with it. And you know what? I'm open to anything. Except weird stuff. I'm not going to elaborate on weird stuff. I'm going to just let you imagine weird stuff. But I would like to thank everyone who joined me. It really does mean the world. I've done streams where no one shows up and I sit here for 2 hours talking to myself in a room by myself. So, thank you, Aiden Effects. Thank you, Boy This Good. And thank you, Osias. I think he left earlier, but that's okay. Any amount of time, even if you drop by for a minute. Thank you so much for joining. Goku skin saved Fortnite. Agreed. Female Goku? Alright, this is getting weird now. So, thank you so much for joining me. I will be back shortly. After some time, I gotta set everything up for the next live and also get some of my friends because playing alone all the time is kind of boring. So, I hope to see you guys later. If not, that's okay. You can always watch it later on the channel under the live category. Like, subscribes, and leave me a comment, good or bad. I respond to all of them. And thank you so much for joining me, and goodbye. You have friends? Of course I have friends. They're people I tied up and I keep in my basement. Ha ha ha, no, I'm just kidding, that's a joke. I don't have people tied up in my basement. Thank you and goodbye.